next one is Gemini. Gemini, let me just put your stamp here. It is here. Gemini. Gemini. Oh, you already have a waterfall. Effortless. Something flowing, something happening. Gemini. Ooh, firm foundation. Throat chakra. So that always means I need to get one more. You have destiny. You know what, Gemini? I am so glad to see it. This is already telling me that you have been going through something really, really difficult. Maybe because this is like you. This is throat chakra, is how you express yourself, what you do, and how bubbly you are. So if you guys cannot communicate, that means that the other person does not want to communicate. That sometimes you try all possible venues and all these venues have been just shut down for you. And it probably feels really, really strange and really, really harsh. And it's kind of like not cool, kind of like how it's really, really happening. So I really feel here, guys, that things are really turning around. Let's get from this deck. Here we have coming together, but it flipped around. And then you have control. I want to get one more for some reason. And I have challenging times. But you have like these two major arcanas, and this one really wanted to come out, and it says love yourself first. All right, Gemini, let's talk. I can see what is this all about. Because you're like kind of like that liquid metal, right? Like you're able to find yourself in every nook and every cranny. Like you can also get stuck in the situation. Did you overstate somewhere? Are you support for somebody who long time ago checked out? Are you insisting on a relationship and you want to be in a relationship because we are inundated with the movies about relationships, but you really are not doing well in a relationship? Or you need to redefine how it is. Maybe you want to be with somebody, but you do not want to live with somebody, right? Maybe you want to marry and you have been staying with somebody who just wants to stick around, right? You really need to kind of like figure things out. Why is waterfall showing up over here? Waterfall is something that is really effortless. That's why it's basically said effortless, right? It doesn't ask for permission. Hey, can I just pour my water over here? In a sense, it's almost like Aquarius. It's kind of flow, but it's a water. It's a motion. Maybe you have bottled certain things up, right? That needs to be released because water naturally flows from higher to lower ground, which in my when I was a kid, I had a hard time understanding how can like the rivers from the south flow toward north, right? Like because of the shape, like it is just like amazing what kind of like thoughts I had as a child, right? So this is also about grace. It's about power. And as you know, water is extremely, extremely powerful, right? So this is kind of like coming to the edge of your comfort zone. Like I can see that you have hardships in your life. There's like something, a mountain that you need to overcome, and it looks harsh. Look at the triangular shape and treacherous. So you need to develop, and you will develop a way to defend yourself. Look at him. He has this like big shield and he's protecting his heart. You have to be able not to be continuously exposed as usually you continuously are exposed, but sort of like know when is enough kind of a thing, right? So you are basically asked to kind of go beyond this edge and allow yourself to kind of like do it with ease, because it almost like feels like that something has been a struggle up to this point, and you have been overcoming this struggle. Like you have been lucky, things have been happening and helping you, but you have been lucky. Maybe you're like aware of that you are not Sagittarius, even though you're the same axis. You kind of like do get a little bit of things that rub off of you, but luck is very fickle, as you really know. So I would say should spend this year like approaching the present situation or relationship with utmost awareness and grace. Do not try to force it. It has to be easy. You're not supposed to have fights, because then you're going to start feeling this kind of like pain in the, like, I mean, small of your back all the time, right? This is like literally teaching you to be a better Gemini, because as I said initially, what is about you guys? You kind of like flow, right? And you are not water, but you are liquid metal, which is like a very unique ability, kind of like to deal with it. And yet you belong to the air sign. Like, how freaking fantastic. With these two major arcanas that are really showing up here, and 18 also creates moon. Moon is about our wishes. If you, let's say, a genie comes and says, "Oh, my dear Gemini, just rub my little lamp over here, and I will let you, in the next, whatever, few hours, draw a really quick sketch of how you want the movie of your life to evolve, and I'm going to make it true," right? What would you write there? And this is exactly the concept of the upcoming year. You will have those things. You will have ability to kind of like choose. And not everything is easy. Kind of like if you just write it down that everything will be easy, all the doors will be opening. Hello, you're Gemini, you'll be bored to death. You need to kind of like think about it. But I do feel that there is a commitment in the cards, but only after you release certain things. There's like almost a sequence that I'm seeing here, that some hardship is resolved, and it's resolved because luck is serving you, and you also communicated or expressed certain things well, which worked in your favor. After that, there is a situation where you just need to allow and accept yourself. There's like certain things that is coming apart. This could be divorce. This could be moving away. It could be just completely different things. And this is really telling you that this is the opportunity and time where you really need to accept yourself. It says your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Never mind makes you more romantically attractive. It is just that you know who stays and who goes. I just don't like when they write these things. It's almost like we are doing everything for somebody else. And if you are that like that, you need to change this right away. Control is basically strength card. It talks about power. It talks about ability to express yourself. It talks about conquering a much bigger enemy or stopping something that is very, very threatening and very, very dangerous. And how is this done? Clearly, you are not a match for that opponent. So you have to use your kind of like cerebral abilities to kind of like get to that point, right? So yes, it might be some kind of like joust. I am not going to kind of like avoid this. And I can tell that the second part of the year for you guys is going to be all about positioning. It's going to be the people becoming and trying to kind of like get a piece of you. But hey, you know what? You learn how to deal with stress. You learn how to ground yourself. You know that sometimes I'm going to get lucky, but sometimes I need to kind of like really have a stand. But you will be able to do really well with this. Even let go of certain things because you have learned to trust yourself fully, deeply, and unreservedly. So my dear Gemini, I really hope this helped. I really am looking forward to seeing you in 2023. Thank you for your patronage. If you want an in-depth reading, 1 hour, it's from 1 hour to 1.5 hours, please order it via mysticcattaro@gmail.com. The things are down in the description. Thank you, I love you, and Happy New Year. And as we are closing this 2022, please let me indulge you for just yet another minute. I want to thank you for being here. If you're old, if you're new, it doesn't matter. It has been, wow, 5 years already. So thank you so much for being here with me and listening to my forecasts. Coming in the future, I might have a little bit different format because I have been feeling this transformation coming onto me. I have been seeking for something new, but it just felt like that I was meant to be a little bit suppressed for a reason that was not really clear to me. I thought must be aging or something, but now I'm actually starting to see the reasons and I'm going to discuss it in the future. Just one more time, guys, I wish that you join us on live, which I have on Saturdays. It's 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, so both Europeans and the West Coast can join. And you know what? We also have Australia, we have India. It's freaking bloody awesome. And lastly, you know the spiel. If you want to get notifications from me, please subscribe and click on that bell thing. If you want a reading with me, contact me directly via my website, cattarot.ca, or contact me via my email. I personally respond, mysticcattarot@gmail.com. Love you, and I wish you a wonderful new year.